Hey guys, welcome to What If Eren Was Reborn with All His Memories part finale. Last time we left off after the arrival of the Azimobito clan and their explanation of Zeke's plan to protect and develop the island, which Eren of course rejected. With everyone caught up, let's begin. 1 year later, Eren explains to Historia that the military plan to feed Zeke to her as soon as he arrives on the island, then finally explaining his plan to her. As expected, at first, Historia goes against the plan, however is persuaded to go with it after Eren explains that it is the only way to protect their people. Describing what happened in the timeline where he lived his life with Mikasa and the timeline where he stopped the rumbling. Both leading to Paradise's destruction, so therefore the only way to freedom is a complete rumbling. Historia then asks Eren what he thinks about her having a baby, however Eren tells her that she can do what she wants but he isn't going to let anyone sacrifice her. She then explains that she doesn't mean having a baby for the island or to protect herself, asking Eren if what he thinks about the idea of them having a baby. After remembering Farmer Khan, thinking it is stupid that a random farmer that used to bully her originally had a child with her. Because of this, Eren accepts the offer, consummating their love and secretly conceiving a baby. Eren then explains his plans to Flock, tasking him to gain supporters for the Yeagerists, as well as pretending to support the euthanization plan. Like usual, the Survey Corps has its most experienced members infiltrate Mali, in order to attempt to find a peaceful resolution to Eldia's conflict with the outer world. The Association to Protect the Subjects of Yama give a speech at an international forum hosted in Mali. A speaker defends only the subjects of Yama who are not Eldian, and tells everyone to reserve their hatred for the devils of Paradise Island. After confirming that the both timelines still have the same beliefs about the devils of Persis, Eren abandons the Survey Corps and enlists as an Eldian soldier in Malian service. As part of his plan made with Zeke. Due to not having the armored and jaw titans, Mali has a harder time defeating the Middle East Alliance, however due to plot they still win in the end with thousands of more deaths. A meeting is convened afterward to discuss the global reaction to the armored titans' defeat. And Commander Theo Magath concludes that the technological progress of the world is rendering the power of the titans obsolete. Zeke proposes that the founding titan must be reclaimed as soon as possible for Mali to gain full mastery of the titans while Mali develops conventional weaponry to boost its outdated military. In order to restore Eldia's reputation in the eyes of the viewing world, the Tiber family offers their support to the Paradise Island operation, vowing to deal with Paradise Island within 1 year. Like usual, Eren infiltrates Mali using Eren Kruger's identity and befriends Falco, whom he uses to help deliver letters to his allies. Meanwhile, the Tiber family comes to Liberia to make preparations for an upcoming festival of world ambassadors. Willy Tiber meets with Magath, and together they conspire to rid Mali of its troublesome military elite to pave the way for Magath's rise into power. On the night of the festival, Eren tells Falco not to go to the festival, however Falco brushes it off as Eren not being good in crowds. Eren then goes to the same location in the building behind the stage. Willy Tiber then publicly reveals the truth of the Great Titan War and labels Eren Yeager, usurper of the founding Titan, as the greatest threat to world peace. As Willy Tiber declares war against Paradise Island, Eren transforms into the Attack Titan and kills him, before going on a rampage. He then detransforms and travels to the dock, transforming into the Colossal Titan, blowing it up. While still in his colossal form, Eren continues his rampage, crushing the Warhammer Titan. Pulling and tearing the cord connecting the crystal to the Titan body, breaking the crystal with hardening mixed with his colossal teeth, inheriting the Warhammer Titan. He would then absolutely demolish and consume Peak, like she was nothing. At the same time, Levi would beat Zeke and take him to the airship. Seeing as he caused enough carnage, Eren would detransform and get in the airship, where he is berated for dragging everyone into a war they didn't want to fight. Remembering Sasha's death, Eren would walk past Levi, telling him there is a brat he has to seal with, waiting at the door of the airship, punching Gabi on her arrival, making her mess up her aim. Only hitting Sasha in the leg. She along with Falco are then beaten by the crew until they are stopped by Sasha, who explained how they are just kids and she was only shot in the leg, so it isn't that bad. Upon arrival back in Paradise, Eren is locked up and separated from Zeke, on account of his insubordination. Zeke Yeager is placed under house arrest in a forest of giant trees, and kept under close scrutiny by Levi. His anti-Malian volunteers are also placed under house arrest. Historia Rice is then revealed to be several months pregnant, claiming the father is a laborer at her orphanage. Flock Forster and Survey Corps recruits loyal to Eren's cause leak the news of his arrest to the public, leading to protest and disarray. The Survey Corps has Flock as cell arrested. A group of Survey Corps recruits plant a bomb to assassinate Zackley, who was looking to have Eren eaten. The same day, Eren Yeager uses his Titan powers to escape his cell, and his followers are released by sympathetic jailers. Eren meets with Flock's group, and decides to find Zeke, telling them his location. In retaliation, the military initiate a full-scale search for Eren. The Blouse family, with Gabi and Falco, are treated to dinner by Niccolo. The Survey Corps arrives at the same restaurant shortly after to question him. Gabi reveals she is a Malian warrior and that she killed Sasha to Niccolo, making him hit Falco with a wine bottle. The Survey Corps breaks up the conflict, and Niccolo reveals that Zeke's spinal fluid had been inside numerous wine bottles served by Malian workers to many in the military elite, including the one Falco was hit by. Yeagerists enter the restaurant, taking Survey Corps soldiers captive. The Yeagerists, who have refused Pixis's invitation to negotiate, demand Hange to take them to Zeke's location, under orders of Eren. Meanwhile, Eren meets with Mikasa and Armin, but the discussion goes awry and both of the latter are also taken captive as per Eren's orders. Zeke attempts to escape from Levi by transforming the Survey Corps guarding him into Titans. However, Levi defeats Zeke after killing all the Titans and captures him again. As Levi rides back to the walls, Zeke detonates a thunder spear, catching both Levi and himself in the resulting blast. Before Zeke can succumb to his wounds, he is saved when a pure Titan stuffs him inside of its stomach, allowing Yama Fritz to rebuild his body in the Path's dimension. The Yeagerists stop by the 109th Training Corps training camp in Shiganshina to get more followers among the trainees, badly beating Keith Shades in the process. A group led by Flock then have Hange lead them to Zeke. They find Zeke emerging from a Titan's carcass, and prepare to rendezvous with Eren in Shiganshina. Meanwhile, Hange escapes with Levi's body into a river. The Yeagerists label everyone who consumed Zeke's spinal fluid with red armbands. Yelena visits the Survey Corps soldiers in their cell and explains Zeke's euthanasia plan. Not long after, Mali initiates its attack on Paradise Island. Airships carrying Malian soldiers fly over Shiganshina district, dropping off paratroopers, and anti-Titan infantry provided by the Middle East Alliance. Mixing the attack, female, armored and cart Titans, Eren transforms, killing hundreds of Malian soldiers, managing to protect against countless anti-Titan shots. However, over time the Malians manage to overpower Eren, shooting through his Titan's skull, immobilizing it. Before they could finish him off, Eren is saved by Zeke, throwing rocks at the cannons and the airships, destroying them. Eren and Zeke then connect, transporting them to the Path's dimension. Eren would then run up to Yama straight away, hugging her, telling her she is not a god, nor a slave, just a person, telling her she gets to decide who to follow. Telling her to give him her power so he can destroy the world. Desperate to try stop this, Zeke screams about having royal blood, so is her master, demanding her to remove the ability. However, Yama ignores him, connecting to the coordinate. allowing Eren to transform into his founding titan, and due to not having his head shot off prior to transforming, Eren's founding titan has a different shape, being 420 meters tall. Capable of easily stepping over the wall, as it was 7 times the size of the colossal, having glowing green eyes, long black hair, pointy ears. Exposed muscle like the colossal, but with some areas covered by skin. And it also had ribs penetrating from its back, as well as its glowing blue dagger-like claws which could cleanly slice meat and bone as if it were nothing. As soon as Eren regained the power of the founding titan, he started the rumbling, undoing all titan hardening, releasing hundreds of thousands of wall titans, directing them towards the outside world. He would then use the power of the founding titan to address all subjects of Yeager, saying, "Hear me, subjects of Yeager. My name is Eren Yeager. I'm addressing my fellow subjects of Yeager, speaking to you directly through the power of the founder. All the walls on the island of Paradise have crumbled to the ground, and the legions of titans buried within have begun their march. My only goal is to protect the lives of the people of Paradise, the island where I was born. Right now, the nations of the world are united in the desire to exterminate my people. It won't end with our island. They won't be satisfied until every last subject of Yeager is dead. I won't let them have their way. The titans of the walls will continue their march until every trace of life beyond our shores is trampled flat, and the people of Paradise are all that remains of humanity." Like usual, Eren would allow his friends to try to stop him, so the alliance is still formed, betraying the new Eldian Empire, killing hundreds of Yeagerists. Managing to commandeer a boat and the flying boat, escaping towards Mali. Across the sea, the Global Alliance, civilians, and other nations retreat as the Wall Titans and Eren continue to destroy all of Mali and the rest of the world. After a long journey, the Alliance reaches an untouched Hitsuru hangar in Mali and prepares the flying boat for use. Yelena reveals that Eren will head to Fort Salter and destroy the airships. She also gets Hange to admit that Zek's euthanization plan may have been the better option. Having been holding onto the boat the whole time, Flock reveals himself and shoots the flying boat's engine before being stabbed in the neck by Mikasa. The Wall Titans emerge from the mountains as Flock pleads to Hange and Jean not to kill Eren in his final moments, dying. With the Wall Titans drawing in, the mechanics and Onyankopong scramble to fix the boat as the Titans close in. Ultimately, Hange sacrifices their life for everyone to escape on the flying boat, while the Azumabitos, the kids, escape by the steamboat. On the 4th day of the rumbling, Historia goes into labor, making the rumbling stop for an hour, while Eren comforts Historia through the paths, telling her he will be by her side soon. While on the flying boat, the Alliance discuss a plan to defeat Eren and is transported to the paths. They see a child Eren and run to him, but end up back at their starting place by Yeager Fritz's doing. Eren tells them that they don't need to talk and can only save the world by killing him. At Fort Salter, the citizens and soldiers see Eren and his army of Colossus Wall Titans heading towards the fort, as airships fly out to intercept him. War Secretary Muller orders bombers to drop explosives on the quickly approaching Titans. Unfortunately, the Eren summons Zeke's Beast Titan form and shoots down the airships with projectiles and eliminates all of them, rendering the fort defenseless. The flying boat is struck by several projectiles and the left wing is destroyed. Armin orders the Beast Titan to be a top priority target, and as Onyankopong maneuvers the damaged ship directly over the founding Titan. The soldiers jump and attach themselves to various spines protruding from the back of the founding Titan. After beating Zeke, the group notices that Zeke's Beast Titan dissolved soon after, alerting them that Zeke was not inside it. Shortly after, Armin is captured by another Beast Titan that was formed resembling an Okapi. Many more Titans begin to spawn atop the founding Titan's back, which react with hostility and drive the soldiers back. Yama realizes that the Titans they are facing are resurrected versions of the 9 Titans from over the last 2,000 years. The soldiers soon recognize several including Raina, Annie, Bertolt and Marcel. Yama evades the Titans to reach Eren's nape, but as she prepares to detonate the explosives, she is stabbed with several pikes made from former Warhammer Titans. As they approach Fort Salter, the soldiers try to come up with their next move. Gabi reveals that when Eren's founding Titan spawned in Shiganshina, a large centipede creature erupted from his body and believes that it could be his source of power. Due to them only having one of the 9 Titans, they are getting overwhelmed, when suddenly many of the spawned Titans begin to turn against the others and provide support for the beleaguered soldiers. Unbeknownst to any of them, Armin encountered Yeager within the paths, and the two managed to awaken several of their predecessors including Raina, Annie, Marcel, Bertolt, Grisha Yeager, Eren Kruger and Tom Xaver. Asking them to lend him their strength, Zeke is able to convince them to utilize their Titans to fight the founding Titan. Taking advantage of the turn of events, Levi notices the Okapi Titan as well and instructs Gabi to shoot it in the head. Mikasa also coordinates to slice apart the Titan's jaw and freeing Armin. Armin blasts the Okapi Titan off the founding Titan with a thunder spear and Connie frees him by severing the Titan's tongue. Zeke emerges from the founding Titan and calls out to Levi. Zeke remarks about how life truly is worth living and that he was unworthy in life to notice it before Levi flies over and swiftly decapitates him before returning back to the Jaw Titan. Halting the rumbling as Eren no longer had connection to royal blood. Managing to avoid multiple Titans, Jean travels to the explosives and curses Eren before detonating the explosives. This blows off the head of the founding Titan and as it falls towards the ground. Thinking they had won, the Alliance retreats, however shortly after Eren's founding Titan's head regenerates, and the rumbling activates once again due to Eren planning for this. Using the Warhammer Titan's ability to not reside in the nape, creating a crystal which was carried to Historia's location. Allowing Eren to hold his baby who had royal blood and had inherited the power of the Beast Titan due to being born as Zeke died. Despite the odds being against them, they continue to try to stop Eren, managing to persuade some more former colossal Titans to their side, to wrestle with Eren's founding Titan. But it isn't enough as Eren continues to march. At the same time, Armin notices Eren started to bellow a gas that floats towards the fort. The inhabitants in Fort Salter notice this as well, and Connie notes that the gas is similar to the one expelled in Ragako that turned the village into Titans. Realizing what is about to happen, Levi quickly orders Mikasa to get back aboard Yama with him and depart as Armin, Sasha, Jean and Connie are left behind and they place their hopes on the others to finish the mission. Soon after, they, Gabi, Leonhardt, Karina Braun and all the other Eldians are transformed into Titans and quickly dive off the plateau to defend Eren from Raina, Annie, Peak and the other former Titans, quickly overwhelming them with the swarm of Titans. Mikasa then sees her memories from the See You Later timeline, where Eren tells her to forget about him as he dies peacefully, giving her the courage to attempt to kill Eren in this timeline. Levi and Mikasa assume that Eren is located within the mouth of the Titan, so Levi fires a thunder spear that blows apart some of the teeth in Eren's mouth big enough for Mikasa to get through. However, as she looks around she notices that Eren isn't there, so begins to slice around within the mouth, but no matter how much she sliced and destroyed Eren's Titan, she couldn't find him. Concluding that Eren is not inside the Titan, so is probably back in paradise, informing Levi. Still not giving up on the people beyond the walls, they continue to kill Titans, protecting everyone, but that doesn't last long as they are eventually crushed and burned like the rest of the world. As Eren finishes the rumbling, killing 100% of the people beyond the wall including the Alliance. And due to killing Mikasa despite loving her, Yama releases her control over the power of the Titans and paths, accepting death, removing the power of the Titans from the world. Back on Paradise Island, the citizens celebrate their victory and defeat of the enemy states beyond the island. Meanwhile, Historia and Eren celebrate their victory, the birth of their daughter, however also mourn the death of their friends and all that were genocided. Making the anniversary of the Battle of the Heavens and Earths a national holiday to remember all the lives lost for their freedom. After 3 years to rebuild and allow the world beyond the walls to resettle, with plants finally starting to grow beyond the ocean and animals start to migrate there. The people of the islands also start to inhabit the land beyond the walls, due to the whole earth being territory of the royal rice family, so belonging to all Eldians. Around the same time, Eren and Historia get officially married, and announce Historia's second pregnancy. Eren and Historia then live peacefully for the next 100 years now that the cycle of hate has completely been destroyed. With their eldest daughter Yama and youngest daughter Kala and her twin brother Amin, and their descendants. Okay guys, this is the end of What If Eren Was Reborn with all his memories. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like, commenting and subscribing. Without further ado, this is Demonic Saiyan saying bye.